Let's see how you do under pressure. I've been wanting this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra. Walk with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on to the next. Whip this up, I send you back to your ex. But good luck with that, this is big as it gets. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Oh shoot, they don't let me shoot a whole clip. Firepower in this coalition. We just turned the field into a demolition. It was desolate, but I had premonition. I was training for war, every exhibition, every extra mission, every enemy listening. Get off my dick, I got bad intentions. Make it right every wrong, and I'm back with a vengeance. I show you the ropes. Peace in my town, I can show you the coast. Up in the shots if they wanted to smoke. If you know, then you know. Suited up, my whole team do the same. Don't you forget who created the game. Ready for war, I was born with grenades. The trenches where soldiers are made. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever.
What it do, family? How y'all doing out there? Hoping y'all have a blessed ending of your week. It's your boy Breeze Omega, that's Breeze. And welcome to the Black Round. And this is the Thursday Throw. You know, where we just jumble up all the shit that went on this week and we put it all in one big pile and give it back to y'all and see what y'all regurgitate back out into the YouTube streets. You know how I always say the internet ain't shit. Well, we got a lot of internet ain't shit moments tonight. I hope y'all having a great one. I had a good time out tonight. My neighbor came by, invited me out to go watch the game, and that was really nice of my neighbor. Found out he's a really nice guy. Teacher, matter of fact. That's very cool. But yeah, Brett, that was my neighbor. I met him he really put me on. I've been met him like prior to when my wife died. But yeah, really good dude, man. It was a real fun time. He rode a skateboard, I rode my scooter, another dude rode his scooter, and we all went down and watched the game in the middle of town. Oh, it was going crazy. Shit, them rednecks was out too. I'll say them rednecks was out acting up tonight. But, oh well, nothing happened. Nothing happened, family. Nothing happened. Well, you know, as I always like to start out with, and what I would like to do is, I want to go ahead and start off with our video that's going to be being played until June 15th. Here we go right now. Salute to our brother Tariq Nasheed for putting all this together.
2 years ago, we came here to Washington, D.C., shoulder to shoulder, with our voices raised in unison, demanding recognition, justice, and reparations. That moment was etched into the records of our struggle. And now, brothers and sisters, we are going to return here to Washington, D.C., not merely just to reminisce, but to reignite our spirit of determination, to amplify our voices, and to reaffirm our commitment to the cause. Join me, Tariq Nasheed, here in Washington, D.C., at the Rally for Reparations Juneteenth celebration at Freedom Plaza. We're going to have a vast array of phenomenal speakers, guests, leaders, and activists who's going to reignite that spirit of Majawa that's within us and our lineage. You don't want to miss this event. Go to rallyforreparations.com. That's rallyforreparations.com. Come on down here to Washington, D.C. Be a part of history. Join me. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for justice. Stand up for your ancestors. Rallyforreparations.com. See you here.
All right. That came courtesy to us from our good brother Tariq Nasheed and from the Amber White Show. Go check our sister out over there on TikTok, family, if you can. Once again, I was saying I had a really good night, and we saw, the Celtics won. The Celtics won. It was kind of exciting a little bit, but like I said, the Celtics won. They won. They was like this, like my boys right here. Like they was in Nagoya, Japan. They was on that ass, boy. That's right. Team Tomodachi, whatever the hell. You dig? Now, we have a couple of things and topics that we want to talk about. The first one being a major that we're thinking about right now is the couch. Why am I choosing the couch? And why I think a lot of black men and black women will be choosing the couch is because by nature, necessarily, black people don't treat with evil. Like today there might be Negroes who do all that weird stuff, but if you coming from traditionally where we come from, where our backgrounds were rooted in, because I always tell people black people are some of the most conservative people around. If you don't really know, if you know a couple of like weirdo black people trying to fit into your spectrum, they might do all kinds of wily and weird stuff just so they can fit in. But for the most part, most black people are conservatives. I grew up in my house. There's things that I see going around today that my mama would never have tolerated. Nor would my daddy, nor would my father, And that's why there's this push for delineation right now between us and others who look like us. And I think it's very important. I think we should have this push where we separate ourselves, because for too many years we've been accepting all these people trash. I think about when Kofi Orleans was running down through here, through DC, Maryland, all the way back up to Brooklyn, New York, terrorizing everybody up through this goddamn New York, all these places. And then I think about it, there was a white guy, I'm trying to think of his name, who went on a rampage too. He was all out here in Virginia and all that. And they ended up Joseph Palczynski. That's his name. And they shot him while he was asleep. The cops came in there and caught him sleeping. And they just shot him in the face. They was like, this white guy gave us so much trouble. They didn't even give a damn about Miranda rights, which I'm still this day, I'm still on Joseph Palczynski's side. It's weird to me that white folks wouldn't be on George Floyd's side. When me as a black person, I was on Joseph Palczynski's side. I was like, they shouldn't have shot him in the face while he sleep. Even if he was a damn a white terrorist running around terrorizing Maryland, Virginia, DC area like he was, because he was crossing back and forth between the county lines. He had the whole DMV scared. I mean, he was right here in Leesburg, Virginia. He was right here. He came through Leesburg, Virginia. Even when I think about the DC sniper, did he deserve how they treat him in the end? No. I look at all these things, and then I see how they let certain people off. Like the people who crying and whining about Trump and screaming they're going to have a race war. That's the most ridiculous thing I'm saying right now, because hearing people talk about a race war These are two old white men. Let these two old white men go behind a shed and duke it out if y'all think there's some type of war that need to happen. Because ain't nobody else got nothing to do with this. And my white brothers and sisters, please stop including black people in y'all shit. Please, that's one thing I would ask a lot of white people. Stop always putting us in there. Stop mentioning George Floyd. Stop talking about Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter is not even a black organization. It's an LGBTQ organization that's funded by white men, George Soros. So once again, stop throwing all that stuff towards black people. We have nothing to do with any of this. You know what most black people want? The border shut. You know what most black people want? Y'all to stop dumping all the immigrants in their neighborhoods from Chicago, Baltimore, Detroit, even right here in Virginia. Just stop. Nobody wants any part of this weirdo stuff that's going on. And we don't hate nobody. Once again, I'm just going to be honest. We don't hate no fucking body. We really don't. We really don't. And I believe that the reason I'm choosing the couch, like I think so many of my black brothers and sisters that I talk to, while they're choosing the couch, is we don't treat with evil. We don't do anything evil. I don't do evil stuff. I don't hang with evil people. I don't do evil things. As soon as I see a person doing weird stuff, I get away from them. I get up from around you. So I don't have any connection to people. You know, I don't like people using this. Oh, Trump got he got 3 baby mamas and he got 34 felony counts. Now he's a real black president. Like, that's very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. You know what was the most disrespectful thing y'all did in this nation? Y'all put fucking Barack Obama on us. And Barack Obama ain't one of us. And we not going to be shamed no more. Ice Cube, let them know how we not going to be shamed no more.
Yo, what's up? This your homie Ice Cube. Here to talk to my black folks. You know, I just want to be straight up because there's a lot of messages going out about this election. First and foremost, anybody telling you that you gotta vote, that it's your duty, that you have to exercise the right, and that people died for you to vote. For one, people did die, but nobody walked out their house to go die for you to vote. They were killed by probably some racists that don't want to see us get anything. But I'm saying that to say this. Be skeptical of anybody telling you to vote and not telling you to ask for anything, or to tell you to just vote and not to get anything for your vote. That's not how it works. That's not the process. You don't vote just to vote. You vote because you're getting something or your community is getting something. So everybody that's telling you that, man, look at them and say, what are you getting? Because people that just want you to vote and not ask for nothing, people that's in power that want you to vote but don't want you to get anything or not asking for you to get anything economically, they suspect. Straight up. Because a lot of people been in place for a long time and we ain't got shit. That shit gonna end. That shit gonna end. We gonna get what we supposed to get. Period. And anybody asking you not to ask, I wouldn't listen to them. Because that's the process. Every community asks for what they want. And we're going to do the same goddamn thing.
And there you have it right there. Our good brother Ice Cube putting it down on the squad for the team, being certified, telling y'all exactly what it should be. Everybody out here want to get what they want for their community. We the only ones who told. As soon as we say, well, black people, it's like, oh, wait, hold up, nigga. It's everybody. It's got to be everybody. We're going to put pink elephants in there in your room with you, too. They got to get something. Everybody got to get something when it's the Negro. They treat us like Oprah. You get reparations. You get reparations. Oh, hey, the niggas getting reparations. All of you get some reparations. And that's the brutal truth, family. That's the brutal truth, how they treat us in this society. No disrespect. And this ain't talking about random, regular white folk here, this, there, and that. We're talking about the United States government, which has upheld redlining, which has upheld Jim Crow, which has upheld all the things that kept us on the bottom tier. And right now they're doing the same thing by flooding the neighborhoods with immigrants. If you don't think it's got nothing to do with you, then I got a bridge to sell you in Brooklyn. Come on right now. Get my Cash App right now. Matter of fact, put the banner down, Breeze. Get that Cash App rolling down there. Y'all fill that Cash App up right now. I got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you. If you don't think all this flooding immigrants got nothing to do with your black ass. Or your white ass, per se. Or your Latino ass. Or your Asian ass, if you already here. Well, they plan on putting you out of the pocket too. That's why they flooding it with new Chinese and new Asians from other places. You better get yourself together. We not playing these games no more. We living in a world that's so corrupt and full of wickedness and fakeness. Y'all better stand on your motherfucking square and watch your pivot. Right here, as somebody who's a sneaker culture guy, I love sneaker culture. I'm always in culture. That's another thing I was going to talk about with the whole hip-hop thing, is that fashion. Fashion is part of hip-hop. Y'all say, what? Yeah, no other music genre has people being fashionable. Not R&B. You could do anything on R&B, just like in country. You don't really... You know, you can get a pickup truck or whatever and whine about a pine about a woman. You can do all that. Only in hip hop, your shit better be dope. You better be correct how you stepping when you outside them fringes of your home. You better make sure you looking good from the top of your head up to your dome. Everything fresh. Always, baby. Keep that shit in a package. That's how we do it. But let's listen to my brother right here who described what I was seeing in the sneaker game. That's why I think my bros who was doing kick swap, because if y'all watch my videos and y'all been watching me and rocking with me for a minute, you know I always go to the sneaker cons out here in Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, New York. I always try to get out to the cons. But if you notice, there's been something going on in the cons, and people been messing up the whole system, saturated. That's why you go look now. You can find certain J's on clearance, right? Freaking now, bro. Let's check out and let's listen to what this brother got to say about people and the ruin of sneaker culture. This ain't my words, this brother word. If you heard it, it's from the street to the curb. Here we go.
To the resellers, a lot of you culture vultures, white kids came in, y'all started wearing Jordans and jacking up the price. Because I'm gonna be honest,
So we wanted to just stop real quick at that point because he's saying something that I said. Death to the resellers. The sneaker culture used to be dope when it was just everybody. Because now when you go to these sneaker cons, everybody got all the same sneakers up on it. So you like, these the motherfuckers bought all the sneakers out. When we on our Nike app, I'm on my sneaker app. I'm trying to bid for the sneakers because you can bid when you on Nike and you on the sneaker app. You bid to get in position to get those sneakers. And I always wonder like why I can't win. And it's because these resellers they come into the game, and I would say one thing I would say else as him, but I say these people do put white on their driver's license. Is that I wouldn't blame just all the white boys. I blame the Arabs too. The Arabs in the game have caused it to be turned up. So let's get to that. And this is a perfect segue where I'm talking about the Arabs because we're gonna go into something right after that. Y'all gonna see.
Death to the resellers. A lot of you culture vultures, white kids came in. Y'all started wearing Jordans and jacking up the price. Because I'm gonna be honest, when I was in high school, when I was early 2000s, late 90s, white niggas wasn't wearing Jordans. You know what I mean? Like it might have been like 2 or 3 white kids that grew up around blacks and listen to hip hop who might throw some mics on, but the majority wasn't. That was like a trendy thing. Like white kids is wearing everything that we doing, and I'm not trying to sound like a racist or whatever, but a lot of y'all infiltrated the sneaker culture only for profit and gain, and y'all wasn't a part of it. Like y'all didn't know what it was like waking up, going into the store, seeing some shit you ain't know was coming out, or getting the East Bay magazine. And yeah, I mean, just being able to buy the Jordans retail is like so refreshing because I never paid resale my whole life until I got out of high school. Like it was even the patent leathers, you could still like it might. I remember like I say maybe 9th or 10th, you might see a line with like 2, 3 niggas, but like not this crazy shit. And I don't mind the line shit. Like I'm not knocking the line shit. I'm knocking the niggas that came in and proliferated the community and was charging niggas 3, 4, 5 tens 5 times what the shoes was worth. Yeah. And that shit is over with. And now y'all niggas gotta find a new hustle.
Boom, as my brother said, y'all got to find a new hustle. And there's two things I want to take from what that brother said. One is that black people can't be racist. I don't care what anybody say, any white person try to tell you, you can't fucking be racist. You can be prejudiced. That's the difference in the word. We got to understand the verbiage here and the vernacular. You can be prejudiced as a black person, but you can't be racist. You don't have the power to back up it. Racism is backed up with power. So when that white person is being racist to you, they can call the cops and get them to come kill you by just things they might say. Your black ass can't really do nothing to have any effect on a white person. Matter of fact, if you call the police and you say, well, the suspect is white, the police might not even show up. The police might not even show up. Y'all like, wait, what? I thought that was only happening in the Bronx and Brooklyn. No. Until you're around white people, you don't really know that until you've been around white folks. That's why I said black people, we so busy always acting like that. We need to know more about them because they knowing about us. They study us like science. That's why they come to be around us, so they can have something to go back and tell other white folks. You niggas get around a white person, y'all treat it like that's the best thing since gold. Y'all start hiding y'all hangouts with white folk. Y'all start being like, what was that woman she was talking the other day? She's talking about my relationship with white people. I get mad when Kim Kim didn't invite me to a black wedding. Because Kim probably knew your ass would come and screw it up for her. You would probably come around those black people and act the goofiest. And Kim is like, I love being around black people, but I don't want this self-hating Negro that I know that she's my neighbor, but I don't want her around these other black people that I know are real and wholesome. Because in reality, real white people like real black people. Let's get that to facts. Just like I want my white person wholesome, I don't want no yo white person. I want your ass fucking wearing them fucking, what's them German shoes y'all wear? Them little fucking slides with the buckle on it. If I'm gonna get a white bitch, she got to wear those. You wearing those, bitch, your little pancake ass, you gonna wear all white type things. I don't want you dressing like no black person. You can get some dunks, but you can't get no J's. White girls wear dunks. They don't wear motherfucking J's. I'm just getting y'all honest. I watch white girls out here all the time. I see them. They pile up together and they wearing them motherfucking dunks. What the hell is that? Oh, this the next joint I wanted to go into and look at. You know, since hip hop is no longer like really FBA and it's all this weirdo stuff like sexualized, the summer jams look corny. I remember I went to 3 summer jams. Them shits were packed like a motherfucker. That shit was turned. It was lit. I think that's where I had some of my best outfits at. But man, just look at these people in summer jam now, man. This shit don't even look like nothing I ever remember. I wanted to pause that real quick because notice you got the woman with the fucking blue hair, her ass all hanging out, and it ain't even a tight ass. That I don't know what type of ass that is, but there's too many. Her ass look like the moon. But that brother, notice that brother though when he came out, because I'm gonna play it again. But notice how he came out. He's in the book bag. He looks very childlike. And Millie Fuller Jr. says something about that they would consistently keep us in a childlike state of mind. And as we're watching that, we see this guy. I mean, he literally looks like that. And we see this woman, like, it's fucking summer jam. Why do you got big, long-ass, furry fucking things on your legs, Beyonce? God damn. Let's just get through the whole video. That was corny. And if you looked in the crowd, you saw there was barely anybody there. Summer Jam used to be packed, man. That's how trash the music is. yo, salute Black McBain, Bronze, yo, salute brothers. Yeah, you right, Black McBain. He dressed like Ja Rule in the 7th grade. Salute Bronze Flat Power God. He said that's a diaper booty and cow ass cheeks. Yo, good to see you, my good brother Black McBain, yo. Good to see you, brother. I hadn't seen you in a good minute, yo. Appreciate that, brother, right there. Love me some Black McBain. He funny as hell. Whenever you got a live or something, that brother gonna be having some funny shit to say. Peace to you, my good brother Bronze Flat Power God. Salute. I know y'all remember Summer Jam used to be packed, family. I know y'all remember that. This shit that y'all just saw. Oh my God. And I like that. Black McBain said, dressed like Ja Rule in the 7th grade. Yeah, he got the do-rag on and shit. This shit look funny. I was laughing at the cameraman because he had on some hoochie daddy shorts. They was way up above his knees. Man, these niggas be doing too much nowadays. They really do. They really do. Like, I don't know how Drake think he could come back. I've been trying to understand because people are like, well, you know, Drake, he can do this. Drake is going to come back. But I don't believe it. I don't believe he can come back because not when you got people making videos like this. Just one more time for the people in the back. Come back from that. You got white nuns up in there playing this, and they got them wherever the hell they at, where they hang at and shit. And they in there playing that the white nun knew about BBL Drizzy. There's no way Drake could come back from this, bro. Y'all let me know in the chat if you think he could come back from this. Oh, that nun? Nah, I hit that nun. I wouldn't hit Hillary Clinton. I would hit that nun. Yeah, well, let's go back and look at her one more time. I bang that nun. The Lord knows she ain't supposed to, but she done it. Them nuns be freaks. If you're a freaky nigga and you want to be in there like Drake's, like Kendrick said, you a freaky ass nigga. Yeah, you a freaky ass nigga. You gonna be in there? That bitch is a hoe. A lot of nuns were hoes. People don't get that. Nuns, when you become a nun, yeah, he cooked like somersaults. I believe it too, Black McBain. I think it's over for because, well, shit. Academics came out earlier today, said Drake is over. I don't know how you could come back from that, man. I'm weirded out though from the jump that people let an acting ass nigga get the top slot. Word up that you took away from all real rappers just because this nigga was light skinned with that big ass creepy smile. If you ever looked at that nigga Drake smile, that nigga looked like he looked like the nigga from It. When he was in the sewer and he smiled at the little kids. If you ever remember the first It, not that bullshit they remade. I'm talking about the It, when he was down in the motherfucking sewer and they looked at his ass and he smiled. That's how Drake actually looked. No contest. Yeah, there's no contest. K. Dot, work him. Look, Drake is an actor. I tell people Drake is an actor first. He's always been an actor. That's the nigga in the wheelchair from Degrassi Junior High that y'all niggas looking at. Y'all keep thinking like, oh, this nigga's like, he's like top echelon. He's not. Every time I heard from rappers, they didn't like Drake. This is like Common. Even Ice-T. When Ice-T said he met him, Ice-T said he hated him on the first meeting. Yeah, like a deep throat. Yo, you ain't lying, Black McBain. That motherfucker got a mouth like a demon. That's the type of mouth you see on a demon ass nigga. That nigga might swallow you into the nether realms. Yeah, before the first BBL. Yeah, he was already built like Gumby. You not capping? That's why I try to tell niggas, go look at Gumby. Gumby had a BBL a couple of times with him and Pony and shit. That's if you were a nigga from a certain age time when they would play Gumby. You would know that shit. You would just like, God damn, Gumby was sick. Yeah, that's why we ain't like Gumby. There was a lot of weird shit that would go on in Gumby. If you was a nigga that watched Gumby, you was like, man, I fuck that Gumby. And think about it. If you watch Gumby, you like the blockheads. If you was a real nigga, you loved the blockheads. You was like, get fucking Gumby and that fucking Pony. You hated that Pony. You felt like them niggas was the white people and the blockheads was black. They were being oppressed and shit. The blockheads be over there doing something on their own, and Gumby come over there and start changing the fucking rules, yo. Word up. I'm not capping. Go watch an episode of Gumby's. The blockheads don't be doing shit to Gumby all the time. The blockheads will be sitting there doing their blockhead shit. Then Gumby come over there and be like, hey, nigga, the rules is changed. Or Pony might go tell Gumby, like, hey, the blockheads over here doing this. Pony was a snitching ass nigga. God damn, why y'all always sending me shit from the school at 12:30 at night? Y'all some freaky ass niggas at the school. Yo, word up, black man. I'm just trying to be honest. Niggas know the blockheads was over there doing their own shit. And then the motherfucking horse would go snitch. And then Gumby would get, remember, Gumby would get the police car. He go get a police fucking car to come get the blockheads. Tell me I'm lying, bro. Go look at a Gumby episode and watch how them niggas swerp up in there. Remember, the horse would sometimes put on a police hat too. I remember that shit. I hated Gumby. I used to be like, man, the blockheads ain't even fucking with him. They over there doing blockhead shit. But just because they was blockheads, that's why I relate to them as black people, because they were just blockheads. They didn't always do nothing. Gumby would go fucking with them. Go watch Gumby. Watch Gumby and tell me I'm lying. Gumby was a hating ass nigga, yo. Him and that motherfucking horse. I forgot that horse name. I hate that motherfucker too. Cause they was always hating on the blockheads. The blockheads never really did nothing. Wait, which video is this? I'm trying to keep my video synchronization going, but I might have fucked up.
Give me a perk, the police pull up, my gun in her purse.
Hold up. Yeah, I want to show y'all this shit. Since they got all this crazy shit, right? This is some shit. I don't even know what country it is. I was trying to look up what country it was in. Somebody said Sumatra. Word up. Yo, that 50 joint, that black on wine. Yeah, I was looking at that. I was definitely like, I'm going to get a bottle of that. You know that, nigga. We going to always try to support. But this shit is the wildest shit I saw on the internet today. I want y'all to see this shit. Like, are women fucking crazy, bro? Y'all tell me after y'all watch this. Are women fucking nuts? They went and got an out of shape nigga. This is why I keep telling y'all, this whole letting transgenders get in the game and all this shit is wild, bro. But anyway, let's let the tail of the tape tell the motherfucking story. This shit right here, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Watch.
Give me a perk, the police pull up, my gun in her purse. The ops pull up, put him on the street. We came in this world and we looking for murder. Knock your cap off in this words of Bobby Smurder. Nigga, watch your mouth, I would hate to have to hurt you. Kill off a perk, but snitch when you so mad down in the street. Man, these niggas tried to play. I had one in the head, but his goals on safety. Asking how I've been, what I've been feeling.
Wait, hold on. And fair use, YouTube, fair use. That music is in there. That's not a black man. That's a fat, tanned white motherfucker looking like. Well, he's not a black man. I want to make sure that's be known because they like to try to put that shit on us. But he whooping them bitches' asses. But let's get back to it. Yeah, it looked like Indian WWE. Birdie off a street. He said Birdie off a Street Fighter, yo. Yo, let's go back to it. Yo, this the wildest shit I saw last night. Yo, word up. Word up.
Give me a perk, the police pull up, my gun in her purse. The ops pull up, put him on the street. We came in this world and we looking for murder. Knock your cap off in this words of Bobby Smurder. Nigga, watch your mouth, I would hate to have to hurt you. Kill off a perk, but snitch when you so mad down in the street. Man, these niggas tried to play. I had one in the head, but his goals on safety. Asking how I've been, what I've been feeling lately. I got good
the whole time, man. He was beating the death out the women. What the fuck place is that? What the fuck y'all think y'all can fight a man? Even an out of shape nigga like that. He was putting the hammers on them chicks. Yo, yo, Black McBain. he called them President Modi. He did just have an election over in that bitch, right? So he got to beat these hoes up. I'm telling you, it's got to be India or somewhere over there. I thought it was Sumatra. I don't know. All them places, they beat the shit out they women. Y'all be talking shit over here. We don't do any of that or condone any shit like that. He was double kicking them bitches. They let them bitches have on a helmet too. And he still worked them hoes. Hey, Bayou Sugar Garden. Well, I'm glad you wasn't in here for that. I wouldn't want you to see that, Bayou. You my beloved. I don't want no beloved, no women I think highly of. I wouldn't want y'all to see that shit right there. Cause we laughing at it, but it wasn't in America. It was over there, one of them places. But I wouldn't want you to go through see that by you. You definitely one of my beloveds. And now I want this to be said right here too, because we seen these activists going at our brother 50 Cent, coming at 50 Cent. Why ain't more of them at motherfucking DJ Khaled like this white lady is? This white lady called it out. DJ Khaled should be on the motherfucking list. Go ahead, white lady.
DJ Khaled, it's not my business who tosses your salad. I'm just an older white woman who listens to hip hop and rap when she wants to stay awake on the road. But this I do know, no amount of food that you are stuffing in your gullet while your own people starve in a genocide. No amount of weight or fat will be able to buffer you from the disgrace that you have proven yourself to be by not coming out and standing up for a free Palestine.
Oh, did y'all see that? Bayou, you can stay, beloved. I was saying at that time, I was saying it's already done. But you can stay, Bayou. I need that woman energy though, Bayou. I need you over here for that feminine energy. Yeah. Jill Stein versus Khaled. I don't even know if that was Jill Stein. I think that was just some random white lady. And Bayou, if you catch this and you hear that, don't leave, beloved. We need you in here. I need that feminine energy. We need some feminine energy in here. Right now, it look like it's just me and Black McBain, and I ain't with no sausage party. God damn it. But yeah, that white lady, she on his bumper. Did y'all get all that? Did you get all that, Black McBain? She was on his ass. I ended up dropping out for some real reason. I don't know. I think it's because I said something about that white lady. You know, they don't like when you mention white women. Nigga, I saw a cat tonight. I saw a white woman walking a cat on a leash, yo. This cat was bigger than a dog. I never seen no cat. It was like a calico cat, too. This shit was huge, bro. Word up. I saw some wild shit down in the middle of town tonight. I don't. That's why I don't like when I do like going out sometimes with brothers and sisters, but some violence might happen. When I go out with white people, I see the nuttiest shit I ever seen, bro. I seen a white bitch walking the most giant cat I ever seen. It's like fucking night, bro. We watching the game and they walking past the cafe with a giant cat. Then there was like this old And African people, I don't know what's up with y'all. Y'all marry the oldest white man y'all can get. Because that's what I saw tonight. A lot of old African, a lot of old white men with African women tonight when I was downtown. I tried to get some, I tried to be inconspicuous when I was taking my videos. But yeah. Well, yeah, I went out with some of my white neighbors tonight, and it was fun. I ain't gonna lie, it was fun. They took me to some place I'd never been in the neighborhood, and it was kind of cool. But hey, yeah, Black McBain, you fucking right. And one allowing. I'm telling you, yo, bro, Black McBain, you did. You okay, so we got to hook up, Black McBain. We got to get together. You right here, my bro. You right here. I should have called your ass. We're gonna have to get together. Get me on the back channel, boy. We're gonna exchange numbers. I'll rock with you, Black McBain, because you probably I can tell because you funny. You be funny on here. I always think if a nigga funny on here, you got to be funny in real life. Cause it's hard to be funny writing shit, typing in some shit. You dig what I'm saying? So when I meet a nigga that's funny and he say funny shit on here, I'm like, damn, that nigga on par with me, because I know when we get together, we gonna be out having some fun. Cause nigga, I'm a people watcher. All I do is sit around and watch niggas all day. I watch white folk, everybody. I'm watching your ass. I'm looking at your mannerisms, everything. Shit, we gonna have fun with that bitch. But it was fun tonight. The funny shit is that the white guy, my neighbor, he took me to go meet his friend, and turned out his friend, I knew his fucking wife. His wife then told his husband looked kind of insecure when he met me. So I don't know because the wife be talking about me. Cause I just noticed today when I saw her at the store today, she was telling me like, yeah, every time we come past your house, my daughter is always wanting to wave at your door, even though you ain't outside. And I felt insecure about that myself, because I'm like, why are you talking to me about you and your daughter waving at me at my house and I'm not there? And then I meet your husband tonight. That made it all come to terms tonight when I saw that. Soon as I saw Shorty, she's like, oh my God, that's Terrence. See, he's always at Michael's and blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, damn. The universe be like, hey, that's why I always believe in God, in the universe. The universe don't put you and mix you and tie you to nobody unless the strings tie. That's why when I used to watch the anime Bleach, I was really heavy into Bleach, because if you didn't really understand Bleach, or you wasn't a person who was religious, or your family was into churches or owned churches or anything, you wouldn't really understand anything about Bleach. You just thought it was just a bunch of niggas fighting with swords. You didn't understand about the soul. You didn't understand about you being connected to your Zanpakuto and the red lines, the lines that bind you. You didn't understand none of that shit because you probably wasn't religious. And your mama and daddy, they didn't teach you nothing. But if you grew up kind of religious and all that early parts, and you got all that early part, you got the assignment. You didn't need church no more, because you knew that word up. God don't put you around motherfuckers. God gonna either put you around motherfuckers that's gonna be your ally, or God gonna put motherfuckers around you that's gonna be your adversary. You gonna have to figure it out. But God don't make no motherfucking mistakes. Check that word right there, bro. Because God is looking at the God in you. And you know what God is, nigga? Some of y'all niggas don't even know what God is. God is good, orderly direction, nigga. Write that shit down right now. Good, orderly direction. That's what God is. God wants to see you do the best for yourself, not the worst. God is what they said in Wu-Tang. Positive energy activates constant elevation. Why you niggas ain't get that in y'all head yet? Why is that shit so hard? know the devil can't get it because they doing devilish things. But you Negroes, get it in your head. Good, orderly direction leads to positive energy, activating constant elevation. Get that shit right, man. Let's go into this joint right here. This shit gonna get
Consider
us
Black
fed.
Americans to be Africans.
Because I want y'all to listen to this. Because we have people always mad at black people because we say well, I don't got nothing to do with Africa or all that. Why is it all that? Well, just listen to what this African and these Africans got to say about your ass. You know, in the end, they kind of move over tether towards us, but they don't really like us or fuck with us. Let's go.
Consider Black Americans to be Africans.
No, they are not Africans. Yeah, they are like Black American. So it's like they are born in America. They are not born in Africa. But I think like we have the same spirit, the same color. So yeah, I don't think they are Africans. I think they are Americans.
But they have the roots from here, so they are African American, more like.
No, for you to be an African, you have to be born in Africa. Yeah, so they are not born in Africa. That's why they are not Africans.
But they have their roots here, like their ancestors came from here.
Yeah. But okay, let me ask you something.
Okay.
How can I say that you are Rwandan? How can I tell that you are Rwandan?
Okay, touche.
But if a Rwandan is born in Uganda, are they not Rwandan?
They are Ugandans because they are born in Ugandans. They might be maybe hierarchical Rwandans, but you can call a person Rwandan because he's born in Rwanda. I think, yeah, for me.
No. No. But okay. But I feel like they are African. To me, they are African.
Okay, so where do you guys get most of your information about Black Americans from?
Internet, right?
It's the social media, I think. Yeah, most of the information we get, it's from social media. So probably we are wrong and we don't know them.
But so have you ever met a Black American?
Sometimes, yes.
And what was your impression?
They were inviting, I might say. Like, they are friendly. And we are not friendly, we us, Gwendans. So for us to be friendly, we have to know you, but them, they're friendly to everybody, so...
Did y'all hear that? She said it right there. That's the nail in the coffin. We friendly. We the ones always nice to everybody else, but ain't nobody nice to us. You heard her say we ain't nice. However they say Rwandan, because that was in Rwanda. But these people know for a fact we the only nice people. Put that in your motherfucking pipe and smoke it. We the nice people. You heard that. That's a real African sister saying that. We're the nice people. Everybody else is not. I just want y'all to understand that. So when everybody giving us hell and we catching hell, don't you ever fret. You stand tall, my brother. You stand tall, my sister. You stay on your motherfucking square and you don't switch your pivot. That's it. Because just as you heard them Africans say right there, we are the nice people. Why you think people always want to include us into Palestine? You saw the woman chasing 50 Cent, chastising 50 Cent, trying to make 50 Cent say what he don't want to goddamn say. You see that. Like, if we weren't needed, people would have left us alone already. If we weren't needed, people would be like, all right, fuck them niggas. Leave them over there. But they don't do that. They didn't do that with segregation. I saw we were surviving after the when the goddamn collapse happened, they saw black people surviving. Because if you was in a white town, you didn't have no fucking lights, right? So your lights, your town couldn't pay the bills. But off in the distance, you would see a town with lights. You know, this is the story of Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is the story of that was the town down in Florida. Even in Delaware, right here, all over the place. Wherever black people had set up and built their own things when we were separate. Well, guess what? Our lights were still on. We were still able to pay our bills because our money wasn't concurrent with the government. This is why we owe reparations to people. I want you to know. Black people being forced into integration helped to save the American economy. So if they could do that, then they could pay us our goddamn reparations and we'll save the economy fucking again. That's the one part I loved about Dave Chappelle when he did the reparations on his comedy show. And he put that part in there that the economy went up by 200% because black people got their money. And that's what would happen in reality. All these fake immigrants y'all pulling all in here, they send the money every other goddamn way of scamming. They're not putting money into this economy. So I don't care what anybody say with their lies. The numbers don't match up. We can go to the U.S. Commerce and look that shit up. And this immigrant shit does not pan out like they say it does. To somebody who's an immigrant in your mind, you think you doing something, you think you helping, but you not. You actually taking away. And I'm not saying this to be no goddamn hater or any goddamn thing. I'm not a hater. I'm just telling the motherfucking truth. And the sooner we get on truth, the better we will be. So we got our brother right here because we know what month we in. It used to be a month reserved for black people, like it was Black Music Month, and you know, Juneteenth and shit would come along. That's right, Black McBain. That's right. And it would be Black Music Month and Father Day. But you know what they had to put on this month now? They had to take in. There's a reason they put that LGBTQ shit on this month. I want y'all to be honest. And let's listen to our brother right here. He telling the goddamn truth. We people too.
LBGQ. And you ain't gonna make me feel some type of way. Y'all not doing nothing for the hood. You got rainbows everywhere. Okay, so what? Where's the fucking pot of gold? Rainbow, okay, all these rainbows, where's the gold? Okay, you like to suck like to eat You wanna wear dresses, a nigga? Cool. What institutions are you building in the hood? I went to a homosexual meeting and they was talking about the BLM shit, right? And I was the only straight man in the room of homosexuals, and I said, all right, cool. Why are we not talking about certain shit? Why are we not talking about building institutions? Why are we not talking about having our own supermarkets, our own hospitals, our own banks? Why are we not talking about our own country? Like, what are y'all, why y'all keep talking about what you do in the bedroom? I get it, you like dick, freaky nigga. But what do your has to do with bullets leaving a cop gun hitting that black boy? What does your tongue have to do with the fact that we don't have our own hospitals, we don't have our own corner stores, we don't have no fucking businesses? Why y'all keep talking about sex all the fucking time? Oh my God, just let me be me. Alright, so you suck dick, nigga. Okay, we get it. How is you sucking dick affecting our community? Is there laws in place to tell you, don't put your dick in his ass? Well, I could walk down the block and lose my life for being black. Why are we not talking about that? I could walk down the block and literally lose my life for looking like this. And y'all talking about what dick you sucking and what coochie you licking. And that's the argument? No, y'all trying to distract the fuck out of me. They say homophobic. I only fear God. Phobia means fear. I don't fear nothing but God. I'm not afraid because you like dick.
There, so we heard our young boy say, you know, it's all this other stuff. And that's what I've been telling people. I said the Democrats, and let's not mix it like the Republican devils, they don't do the same thing. They both work in cohort with each other. It's bad cop, good cop. That's why I say if I think you over here thinking one group is better than the other, yeah, you a full raccoon to me. Ain't no, I might as well just put the garbage outside on the ground and let you get it from right there. Nigga, there ain't no reason to put it in a can. Because if you eating what they giving you, you'll just eat right off the ground. So let's just give it to you on the motherfucking ground. That's how I feel about you niggas. I'm going to keep it 100. You know how I feel about the system of white supremacy. That's what I'm against. I'm not against just random, but I'll tell you this, you ain't going to find me going out of my way. You ain't going to find me going out of my way like some of you raccoons. The way y'all was going crazy for Caitlin Clark without looking up her resume, without looking at her background. Your mama should smack you from the netherworld if she ain't here. I hope you don't ever get into Valhalla, motherfucker. Because a motherfucker like you in the real world who could sit around here and play like that girl ain't the terror and thug that she is, yeah, I can't fuck with you. Caitlin Clark is a thug. Anybody who watches sports and basketball, you would know Caitlin Clark is a thug. Hell, if you really think about it, they all thugs. Women are thugs now. I never thought women were thugs. But I can say one thing, my sister Angel Reese, she knows she out there thugging. And then she be a lady afterwards. Like Shanae said, I'm a lady. Yeah, word up. Thugging 101. Yeah, this shit sharp right here. What the hell am I smoking? They told me this the shit to be smoking right now. What the hell? I gotta stop listening to these Arabs. Where is that shit? Anyway, it's something I got from the Arabs. Because you can't even depend on a good foundational Black American weed man no more. That's why we need our reparations. Even the weed man is goddamn gentrified. And this Arab shit ain't that great. That shit kind of sharp. I don't like that shit that much. I like my weed from black people. I don't know why. It's like if I get my weed from a black person, I just feel better. I feel secure. I know this shit. I'm like, because I don't know what them Arabs be doing. He could be in the motherfucker covering the weed and hummus. I don't know what that shit is. That's some soybean shit and turn a nigga gay. They was putting soybeans with the frogs, turning the goddamn frogs gay. Y'all don't be getting it, but my little white girl right here, she get it. This little white girl gonna let y'all know how bad white folks is right now. Listen to her. Let's check her out.
You want no seasoning on that? Oh, cook them a little. Fair enough.
Girl, that white girl, she been around black people now. She done had some seasoned food, and she's looking at that shit like, what the fuck? Y'all not gonna season that? And you heard the other white lady, nah, we just gonna cook it up a little bit. What the fuck you mean cook it? That means she gonna cook it and then put barbecue sauce on it. To her, that's seasoning. She didn't even season the fucking chicken, man. No wonder they had to get out of Europe. Everything tastes like motherfucking gruel over there. That's why I'm always weird with these Africans and these especially these damn Nigerians. That's what I saw tonight. A lot of Nigerians. I'm gonna be honest. They was with old white men. And this brother out here. I always call that nigga I call him Arnold and shit, because he looked like Arnold. You know Arnold from Different Strokes. He like a light-skinned black brother, but he only be fucking with white girls or something. But he a small nigga. But he looked like Arnold. And didn't he die? Wasn't he with a white woman when he died? Fucking A, man. Y'all niggas. I be watching motherfuckers. I just be watching like. I be waiting to figure, because I saw motherfuckers talking shit about Martin Lawrence. I'm like, the niggas I saw talking about Martin Lawrence, I was looking at them. Like, nigga, did you get your iodine checked? Because I don't know what's going on with Martin, but usually when you a little short nigga, you get fat like a little sausage. My man Lil Raheem go through that. Niggas get that little fat body. And that's just what happens, man. It just happens, bro. It just happens. And like I said, this brother about to explain to you right now, we in a world where we trying to play like there's no racism, but then shit like this happens. Listen to this brother.
When y'all be trying to act like racism don't exist, and we done grown in America, at a high school graduation in Barbaro High School, the superintendent is black. The children are coming to get their diplomas. Everybody's shaking their hands. In the middle of the graduation, because the superintendent is black, when the daughter goes up, the father jumps up and pushes the superintendent. Y'all wonder why when we talk about racism and y'all want to act like it's going away, the white man wouldn't even allow his daughter to shake the hand of the superintendent to receive the diploma. That's how racist white people are.
Now, I can give a damn about the daughter shaking his goddamn hand. What I'm saying is, how did they let that white man on stage? I've been to events like this. I remember when my daughter was graduating, I got up close with my camera and crackers jumped on me. There was police. There was police in the thing. These crackers jumped on me. So how did that white man get up there if not all the white people were on code with that? You get what I'm saying? I was with my camera. I got a really nice camera. And I got my whole setup. I'm up there trying to get close to get better pictures. And these crackers jumped on me like I had a gun. So I find that weird. And then I was looking at the comments. And once again, white people always make these excuses for shit like that. They have a lottery for excuses. Your black ass don't. You don't, man. Shit crazy. Crazy. Type of shit that make you want to wild out on them. What you say, Kendrick? Why? Oh, nigga, calm down. And then I still got to get into this part right here, man. There's Sean Kingston, man. And you know my man Chef MGZ. I was over there on his page yesterday. I was with them. They was over there chopping up. He talked about it. My good brother, he over there. You know, he a rider. Some people think like, oh, Breeze, you got a problem with Africans and Caribbean people. I don't at all. I grew up in an environment with a lot of Caribbean people. My problem is with a lot of those Caribbean people is some of the shit I still see today. They'll get up under the belly of white supremacy. But I believe my brother over there, Chef MGZ, he's a good brother. I watch him a lot, so I ain't never seen him do no fuckery. So I love that brother. So he a good brother. But I was explaining to him over there, like, you know, I believe Sean Kingston and his mama did it. His mama already been convicted for fucking doing fraudulent shit before. And I always say, the fruit don't fall far from the tree, brother. That's the part we only kind of disagree with, because he wasn't sure, because he was like, you know, they let him out on $10,000. I'm like, yeah, but that's 10% of $100,000. You know, when you do bail, it's done in percentages. So they do like, you know, depends on what type of crime you got. You know, This is like this is a crime they thinking that he's not gonna run away from. He'll face it, because there's not much time, even though it's all them charges, it still ain't as much time as real felonies. Like when I got my kingpin charges, I was facing like there was no 5 to nothing. I was facing 20 to life. That's what a kingpin charges. The kingpin charge you, it's no 5 or anything. It's 20 or life. That's it. You're not getting any backwards on that. So that's why you got a good lawyer. Your lawyer gonna focus on getting rid of that first. Getting rid of that. Sean Kingston said his lawyers was handling it from the beginning. If his lawyers was so handling it, he should have never been arrested, nor his mama. So it's time to get off the lying. And this when I'll be talking about tethering. Because when people be tethering, they tend to lie a lot. They live in a fictional world. And that's what tethers do, until they end up like, at the bottom of a moat somewhere, or the white guy that strung them up. Like that one girl in Dallas. She was an African sister, and she got chopped up in body parts. Yeah. Notice the media don't talk about those stories. When they realize that the assailant is white, they will bury the story or abandon the story. That's why you see a lot of, if you just go on the internet and look up, you'll see a lot of African people crying and shit because something happened to their child and they ain't got no results. You know what I mean? Because what they thought in America would actually happen. Look, we just had a situation in Tennessee the other day. A bunch of white people allegedly locked a bunch of burglars or robbers in the store, and there was a tether right there with him. He like, yeah, man, the police time. He kept yelling out, the police time, man. Why the police not here, man? Taking long time, man. He like, they're trying to break out. And apparently the niggas did get out because I was looking on YouTube and there ain't no information about them being arrested. They say police in Memphis are looking for them. So I start laughing. I be like, this is why I don't fuck with no damn tethers. And the first thing a tether do, he get up right there and start trying to help white folks. Even if I had nothing to do with those criminal Negroes in there, I just keep walking. Ain't no helping these white people. I'm gonna keep walking. Why the fuck am I over here helping them catch other black people? I'll never do that. Even if you're a fucking tether. You say, what? Yeah, if you a fucking tether, I'm not even gonna help white people catch you. See, Mr. Merman, you see, Mr. Batiman, you see the difference between us? I'm not gonna ever help them catch you, but you always join up with them to chase us down and catch us. You catch a Freeman niggas. Oh, damn, I ain't got that video on here. You niggas is catch a Freeman. Let's let this shit go right here, because I ain't gonna be on here that much longer. I'm having my fun. I'm tearing up. I'm talking my shit. Standing on my square. I don't care if y'all don't like it, motherfucker. Sometimes I got to be harsh with you. Because you're not harsh with your goddamn self. And I had a good night tonight. Y'all like, what? Yeah, I had a good night. I went out with my neighbors. It was fun. It was cool. I watched the game. But I got to come back in here and put the wrath of God on you niggas. I got to get you up because y'all like to sit here and wait. Let's stop. Even while we working for our reparations, don't mean we sit around and wait for nothing. We get out here and make power moves. How you think we always survive through all this shit? Because unbeknownst to all this bullshit that goes on us, still I rise. Unbeknownst to everything and struggle I got to go through every morning and day with them people, still I rise. Rise your ass up and stop being mediocre. That's for them. We don't do mediocre over here on this side of the block. We're going to take it 10 times a notch, everything. The only way is up, family. The hell is wrong with you? We're going to go up in everything we set our hands on. We're not going to sit back and just wait for somebody. Yeah, we want them goddamn reparations, but I ain't going to wait. I'm not going to wait. I'm going to get my shit the way I want to get it, how I want to get it, how I'm supposed to get it. And we're going to get those reparations too. As we said, family, I appreciate you so much, but let's get into this joint right now.
Breaking news right now at 9:30. Singer and rapper Sean Kingston bonded out of jail in Broward County about 15 minutes ago.
Let's get right to CBS News Miami's Larry Seward live in Fort Lauderdale. Larry, you were there when Kingston walked out of jail.
I was there, and members of his family. We saw his mom. We saw his sister. He had personal security. There were a couple of other people. They were not interested in talking with us, but they were celebrating Sean.
Wait, hold up. I'm going to be real honest. I don't like the way that dude's shirt look. I don't give a damn if you out in Miami. You could wear a better shirt without that fucking vest, bro. That shit look real creepy. And I wouldn't have talked to you either if you showed up to me dressed like you a fucking bouncer. That fucking what's that? There was a club down in Miami where they had men all the time. What the fuck is that shit called? They made a movie about it. And they had that one white boy in it. Oh man, I can't remember. But it's funny. I don't like this dude's shirt or his vest, but let's get through it.
When y'all be trying to act like racism don't exist.
Breaking news right now at 9:30. Singer and rapper Sean Kingston bonded out of jail in Broward County about 15 minutes ago.
Let's get right to CBS News Miami's Larry Seward live in Fort Lauderdale. Larry, you were there when Kingston walked out of jail.
I was there, and members of his family. We saw his mom. We saw his sister. He had personal security. There were a couple of other people. They were not interested in talking with us, but they were celebrating Sean Kingston as he walked out. And I want to show you, take a listen. This is the moment Sean Kingston, also known as Keshawn Anderson, walked out of the Broward County Jail just minutes ago. Sean, did you steal jewelry? Sean, did you steal furniture? Sean, did you defraud people?
All right, go over here.
Did you run a scheme? Did you run a scheme to defraud people? Sean Kingston.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Yeah.
That is a little bit of the exchange. We tried to ask him questions over and over again for about 3 or 4 minutes. The only question that he answered was as he was getting in the Maybach that pulled up to take him away. I asked him if he owned that Maybach or if it's rented, and he told me it is mine. Check the license plate. He is facing felony charges. He's accused of running an organized scheme to defraud, fraud, grand theft, as well as several other charges. His mom is also facing charges. She is a co-defendant in this. He was arrested last week in California as he was preparing for, or as he was at a concert at Fort Irwin out there in California. His mom was arrested at the home Kingston rents in Southwest Ranches. Her case is separate from Sean. He has been locked in the jail here in Broward County since Sunday. His lawyer yesterday told us that he was extradited after signing papers that he was coerced into signing. That's immaterial now as he's back here in Broward. He was able to post bond $10,000 his family had to put up. They had to prove that this money was not stolen. A judge certainly signed off on that. And again, he was released from jail here in Broward around 9:15, saying very little to us, did not answer any questions about the allegations. But
all right, yeah. Chef TMG Z, my brother, we gonna have to talk about. I'm coming on your channel to talk about that part, because right there, that's very telling. That his family had to prove that the money they was putting up for his ass wasn't somebody else's money. That means they know they own his ass. Yeah, this ain't good for him. This ain't good, brother. This is not good. I'm gonna be 100% with you. I'm a street nigga. I've been to court, jail, all types of shit. I know what type of shit. And when they tell you, though, hey, wait, where'd you get this money from? So they had to have somebody that put that money up that said, hey, yeah, this is from my, yeah, because they don't believe him at all. So that means that he gonna be convicted. If they don't believe him on even trying to bail himself out, that's some wicked shit right there. That, hey, bro, I don't know what your mama got you involved in or she told you to do. Because your mama do look like a scammer. When I saw that hair, when I saw her hair, or lack thereof of hair, I knew. I said, that bitch a scammer. Bitches with hair like that always scamming. I'm sorry. Y'all can be mad all you want. A woman with bald hair, she got the goddamn hair like the dude from Jeepers Creepers. She got the damn Jeepers Creeper hair. You don't think a bitch with the Jeepers Creeper hair is scamming? I ain't fucking with y'all no more. Fuck all y'all. The bitch with the Jeepers Creeper. Oh my God. But as I said from the very beginning of the thing, I'm choosing the couch, family. There's a reason I'm choosing the couch, because one, I don't like either of them. Two, I'm tired of your threats of a race war. Bring it fucking on, white boys. Because I'm being honest with y'all. The minute you touch one black person and y'all label it race war, all white people is in the ocean in less than a week. I've been saying this in my life, all my life, but Negroes ain't want to hear me. I already said if white people act up, we'll have them in the ocean in a week. There's a reason why they got to have military weapons for us. There's a reason why they need all these MRAPs and nuclear weapons. Y'all think nuclear weapons is for Russia? Y'all think that shit for China? That shit for when we turn up over here. Because if you ever play with a real white person, well, if they can't have their way with their toys, they pull the nuclear option. That's what's going to happen. And I ain't afraid of the shit. I'm not. Fuck is y'all gonna scare me with? What the hell you ain't done that you, what the hell you ain't done that you already done? You done every fucking thing to us. Even the immigrant shit. Y'all like, wait, what? Yeah, even the immigrant shit. They pulled it in the 70s and the 60s when they brought all these Greeks and all these. See, now the white population over there is so decimated, they can't get people from over there. So they have to get motherfuckers from below. This is all planned. I hope y'all all know this has all been planned from the beginning. You know, just why when you hear Joe Biden sitting up here talking about, oh yeah, I stopped the border for a day. While on that very same day, you approved the asylum of 350,000 migrants. And what we found when we did the research, at least 125,000 of them on there have criminal records of all types of crimes, from murder to pedophilia. So you just filling the coffers with all types of sick folk. There was a brother and his wife just got evicted from some type of council meeting in Detroit because the brother got into it with a transgender. I don't know what's going on in Michigan with all the transgendering in Michigan, but I don't know, man. It's wild over there. Y'all might want to think about moving. But I always hate that thing because I'm tired of moving. That's the same way a white person talk to you. Well, why don't you move? Or go back to Africa? Even though we're not from fucking Africa. They don't never say that to these filthy Africans when they act up. They don't be like, hey, go back to fucking Africa. Tunjay, or whatever they fucking dumb names be. Always some dumbass name. I remember I was mad when I was at my daughter's graduation and I saw these big, tall, giant black Africans with white people. And they had them all out in the goddamn field. I'm like, what about? And then when they did us, the regular parents, we had to just be up in the aisles. Even though my daughter did some significant and great things to make that school look great. They still made us stay up. But all the white people with a goddamn adopted African, oh, they had them out in the field with lights on their asses. And y'all still don't think it's real. And it's like every white person looked like they bought the best nigga from Africa, like Pokemon. I was watching that shit. I'm looking right at these niggas. I'm like, where'd they get that bitch from? You know, they start saying, oh, from the Congo and all that. You like, God damn. So white people know they pick niggas like fruit. And then bring them over here, raise them all fucked up. Because, like I said, when I was out tonight with my white friends, well, guess who didn't talk to me? Guess who didn't talk to me? All the black bitches walking around with white people. They didn't say nothing. Them bitches kept their heads to the ground. Everything. I even had a nerdy white bitch come talk to me. And I'm looking like, bitch, get away from me with that Harry Potter dress on. She had a Harry Potter dress. And look, so this is what I want to talk about because I'm segueing to myself on my way out. And I want to talk about being meek and mild. Don't allow yourself or your children to ever be meek and mild, or they'll demonstrate these type of behavior patterns like J. Cole did. You know, instead of being like, hey, I'm fucking J. Cole, what the fuck is, you do know who I am, right? Bow down, and guess what? Now I'm not even buying your fucking truck. He did this. Gonna come right back to that, but them Asian people treated him like he was a homeless person. Oh, you can't be putting your hands on that car. Did y'all hear that? They just told him that's fucking J. Cole. That's supposed to be number 2 or number 3 Afro samurai headband. Because Kendrick's is the number 1 headband right now. Drake should be number 3, or he should be defeated. J. Cole should be the number 2 headband. This is Afro Samurai rhetoric, family. If you don't know, go look it up. Go watch Afro Samurai if you haven't watched it yet. If you are a black person or you want to be black adjacent, make sure your ass go watch Afro Samurai. God damn. I tell Negroes who want to be white adjacent, go watch Friends. God damn, you got to know what the hell they doing. You too scared to go in their neighborhood. Because I look at niggas now, I'm like, man, all the white kids is wearing dunks, wearing J's and all the shit. All the Negroes is wearing skater shoes. This DC. This is real talk. Like, if you was a black person and you wore DC, I had respect for you. Because I'm like, oh, he out here fucking skating with them white boys. If you ever been around some skating white boys who really skate, who are real skaters, they not no pussies. I'm going to give it up to them. You ever seen the movie Kids? Go watch the motherfucking movie Kids if you haven't seen that. I own the movie. I'll let y'all watch that too. I'm thinking about having a whole big old thing this summer where I put out a thing where I get people to all come watch some shit I want you to watch. I'm just trying to get a good spot because some of these movies got some shit in them and that you can't, but it's shit that'll resonate with people. They'll start be like, oh, I got to check on my daughter. I bet 100 motherfuckers will be sitting right there. They'll pick up their phone and start texting their daughter if they watch Kids. I'm just being honest to you. What was it, Telly, and what was the other white boy? These were some of the craziest white boys you would ever meet. You be like, hell, he walk around giving everybody AIDS. And see, where they don't tell your children in today's movie, like where we had that actual white guy going around in South Carolina giving all these young black women AIDS. Well, we would have known because we seen the movie Kids. The movie Kids told you that don't you trust this white boy who's walking around doing yo, 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 and he's so into your black ass. Yeah. Shit. I'm just being honest with where we live and where we are in the society that we're in. If we're going to be honest, we have to deal with the situation of race. That's why I'm choosing the couch this year. Because both presidents have equally been they've been disingenuous when it comes to black people. Both presidents. Trump is so ironic, my guy. I rock with you, Trump. I want you to close the borders. But it's so fucking ironic that you was convicted on the same day you was talking shit about the Central Park 5. You dig what I'm saying? And oh, y'all need to go check. There's a video Joe Biden shit his pants. I think it was today or yesterday, but he did shit his pants. So that's another reason for not to fuck with Joe Biden. But at the same time, also Joe Biden he was one of the major architects of the 1996 crime bill that took away so many of our beloved brothers and sisters. Like, just giving sisters like life sentences because they was dating a damn drug dealing motherfucker. They didn't do that to no white woman. I don't see nobody selling crystal meth going down the way they took everybody who sold the crack that they put in the neighborhood. Because I remember as a kid, there was no crack and then it just appeared. I remember me and my little brothers picking up the vials out the goddamn sandbox. I remember that shit. I took them home playing with the motherfuckers. Some of them still had crack in it. I didn't even know. I was playing some of my episodes from G.I. Joe because Cobra Commander and them had the same canisters. Now I think about it as a kid, like how G.I. Joe is coming out and they got Cobra Commander running around with this shit, selling it to the people in the projects. This is in a G.I. Joe fucking cartoon, bro. This was in G.I. Joe. And I kid you not. You can go look it up. I think it's like it's just before they took over DC. Remember, the Cobra Commander and them, they take over DC with Serpentor. I'm talking to you from a canon as a young person. I'm going through life. I'm remembering things how I lived it through cartoons. And so I remember They get everybody in DC. They at one point they almost in a place that looks like Baltimore. They got abandoned buildings, and then they have lasers pop because they're selling some type of drug. These are 2 episodes before Cobra Command and them take over DC, bro. And that wasn't no season 1. That was like season 2, season 3. Because Serpentor and them arrived like season 4. Then we get Serpentor right away. And then he get thwarted. But then season 5, I think about season 5, season 6, that's when the whole Cobra when it becomes a cult. And think about it. Then you start seeing terrorist shit all over the world. You got motherfuckers like Cobra What's the first fucking terrorist group? Y'all, they got y'all mind on ISIS. They created early terrorist groups, the CIA. Remember, the only person who figured the shit out was the black FBA brother, Roadblock. Remember, Roadblock talked in rhymes. Why would they have the character Roadblock talking in rhymes if rhyming didn't come from black people? Remember, the character Roadblock, he from Detroit. If you a G.I. Joe fan and you ever watch G.I. Joe, you know that Roadblock is from Detroit. Look, they had a skiing brother named Alpine. I had that. I lost that in the sand and cried over that. I cried over that. They had a black medic. His name was A1. This isn't G.I. Joe. That's why I'm always weird when I hear weird niggas talking on the internet like, man, we didn't never have representation and we didn't ever see ourselves. What the fuck was you doing? Where did you live? What market did you live in? Because if you lived in a shitty market that couldn't get the right shit, maybe you didn't see representation. But my animes had black people. Robotech. The Mighty Orbots. Bionic 6. All that had black people. Even though that nigga was Nigeria, he was from Wakanda. Remember, that's why I never really related to Bionic 6, because that nigga was adopted. I couldn't really relate to shows where they had niggas adopted. Because even in the part in the show, they show that the white people did something wrong in his neighborhood. That's kind of why they gave that nigga away. They didn't they didn't let him adopt. They kind of gave that nigga away. Like, hey, take this nigga, he trouble. And that nigga became one of the Bionic 6. That's an anime about some white people who had 2 white kids, and then they adopted an Asian, a Negro, and I think they might even adopted an Indian or something. Go look that shit up. Bionic 6. Bionic 6. Ooh, ooh, we are together. We are forever. Bionic 6. Word up. I see that. That's really what I told people. I said, they didn't never have a class in college for TV history. And I think there's a reason why. They don't really want you to understand, because the reality is when they be telling you these lies, you can pick up through television history. Well, if Latinos and blacks are so together, then why in Spike Lee's 1991 movie, Do the Right Thing, why do the Latinos don't like black people? Why aren't they playing hip hop? Why are they playing this other song and they fighting with Radio Raheem? See, Dr. Cologne and people like that could never tell you that, because they just start babbling and shit. They just but if you're a young person, you were watching, you was like, yeah, where were these people? Just where were they? I was a big movie aficionado during the late 80s, early into the 90s. Remember, you could get into the movie for $1. And we had our own movie theater in our town, so we didn't always have to go to Roosevelt Fields. Roosevelt Field, you wanted to go if you wanted to be around white folks. If you just wanted to watch a movie, you would go to the Hempstead joint. It might be a little bit more. People say, wait, what? Yeah, they would charge you more for mainstream movies because the movie theater, it cost them more. It wasn't like they was doing it to us because they was wrong, but you had a black-owned movie theater and you got to get mainstream white people movies. White people charge you more for their movies. They've always done that in everything they've done. I don't know why people make like it's so hard to understand that it's because of fucking racism. You know, you'll have some Negroes getting happy, like, yo, well, a white person gave me a lollipop. Yeah, so fucking what? He owned the fucking store. He should have gave you more than that. And that's what happened to us. And I said, sorry, I tell people, I always hear people talking that white flight. I said, well, white people didn't go too far in New York, where I'm at, in Long Island. They didn't go that far. They just went, across the street? Because they still controlled our commerce. They still stayed in our neighborhoods. I didn't know no damn Arabs to the 90s. I didn't know no Arabs until the 90s. Everybody was white before then. And it was perfectly fine. There was never no fights, no tensions. That's kind of weird. People say, what? Yeah, it kind of wasn't. It kind of wasn't. The tensions start happening when you bring in new people and you don't know each other's customs and ways. That's what happens. That's how you get tension. Because you don't know which way the rope is supposed to pull. See, people don't know when you talk about tension. People think tension is just something applied pressure. No, tension is applied pressure in one way or the other. Which way is it going? That's why it's called tension. I'm not one of these motherfuckers who be out here babble goggling your ass telling you, oh, I know everything. Because you go on YouTube, you go on TikTok, you see some nutty motherfuckers saying some wild shit. But I'm never going to say nothing like that. I'm going to keep it 100. And as I've said to people, it's not about, oh, if I have an odds with the system of white supremacy. No, I have really no problem with white folks. They're white people all day of my life. If I had a problem with white folks, I would never be able to live. I'm just letting you know. And you probably wouldn't be able to either. So just be honest with yourself. You know, that stress would just kill you. It's white people everywhere you look. So you should be angry at a system of white supremacy. And knowing that not all white people are white supremacists, you should still understand that they still operate within a system of white supremacy. Does that make sense? Does that make any sense to you people? Even though all white folks ain't white supremacists, they all operate within a system of white supremacy. And so does your black ass, your orange ass, your red ass, your yellow ass, whatever the hell you think you is. They gonna dominate your ass if you ain't standing on business. And most of y'all like getting dominated. You know? Because y'all weirdos. I've been having to check people all week because I'm like, stop trying to put Juneteenth in African hands. Stop trying to put it in Caribbean hands. Juneteenth has nothing to do with Africans or Caribbean. It only has to do with black people. Foundational black people of this country. The people who were the ones who built this country from scratch. There was no America. I have people come on my shit and tell me, well, what about the 13 colonies? Brother, you understand the number 13? You understand that it was black people who... See, I'm from New York. I'm from New York. So whereas a lot of people don't really understand that New York had the same problems as the South. They just got rid of it quicker. That's all. And then tried to make like they were better. That's what the whole Civil War was about. It was never about freeing no niggas. It was like, I'm better than you. So you think you're better than me? I think I'm better than you. That's what it was. Y'all never get that, man. Y'all still don't get that part. It was never about freeing niggas. Go look at what Abraham Lincoln said. If I could do anything else than free niggas to save the Union, I would. That's what he said. I'm right here in DC. I went and saw the paperwork. I saw it. You know the Vietnam War was based on a lie, right? You know that, right? You know the guy who created the lie? Y'all always think like Kissinger. Y'all always think, no. His name was Henry A. Dulles. You ever flew into Dulles Airport? You ever heard of Dulles, Virginia? See, that's how they get their names. They get their names on stuff because they do fuckery for the country. Maybe you get out and do some fuck shit too. Maybe your name be on a building or a place. But that's where they get their names from. You don't get your name on a goddamn airport unless you did something big for this country. Henry A. Dulles, he fucking lied about the Vietnam War. He the motherfucker who spread the lie, and they gave his family is paid for that lie. Dulles Airport, the dude who's named at the Dulles Airport, he would be considered an international criminal. But it's America. We don't really, whatever we do, we got, as long as it's for America. And I'm American, whatever. But I think it's the wrongest thing ever because so many young brothers and sisters and I guess, Arkansas white boys or whatever, they all died for no goddamn reason. And that probably was the cream of the crop. And we got left behind with all the shit bags. Because you always got some motherfucker coming in your job talking about, man, I served this country. And then you be like, well, what did you do? Man, I was cutting potatoes. We were moving rations. Shut your supply truck ass up. Get in the back, goddammit. You don't really reach no real soldiers. You be meeting the motherfuckers who was leftovers and shit. No wonder our society fucked up. Because you don't come from prime crop. You might, if your daddy's daddy, all of them was in the military, you might do well. You might be like, shit, this is some real shit. But most of the motherfuckers you gonna deal with ain't prime crop. And you're gonna have to deal with that part. So we're gonna be getting off in a little bit. So I gotta do this video that I always try to do in the beginning and the end.
2 years ago, we came here to Washington, D.C., shoulder to shoulder, with our voices raised in unison, demanding recognition, justice, and reparations. That moment was etched into the records of our struggle. And now, brothers and sisters, we are going to return here to Washington, D.C., not merely just to reminisce, but to reignite our spirit of determination, to amplify our voices, and to reaffirm our commitment to the cause. Join me, Tariq Nasheed, here in Washington, D.C., at the Rally for Reparations Juneteenth celebration at Freedom Plaza. We're going to have a vast array of phenomenal speakers, guests, leaders, and activists who's going to reignite that spirit of Majawa that's within us and our lineage. You don't want to miss this event. go to rallyforreparations.com. That's rallyforreparations.com. Come on down here to Washington, D.C. Be a part of history. Join me. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for justice. Stand up for your ancestors. Rallyforreparations.com. See you here.
Yes, family. Peace, love, and reparations. And like I said, I'll just say this to some of my white brethren out there. We're not asking you per se personally, but you don't have a problem with this government paying out reparations to the Japanese. You don't have a problem with them paying out money to the Ukrainians right now, which I don't even understand one part of that. You don't have a problem with them paying money to Israel. Don't understand that part too. Don't have a problem with them consistently giving money to these alleged red natives who consistently are failing. But I would say this: get on the right side of history. Even if you came later and you think somehow like, yeah, well, we came later, you should be thinking like, yeah, it's right. Even if, because we came here knowing that it was already a racist country and what it was about. But no one's asking you as if right now I don't pay already out of my pockets to Native Red Americans. I never did nothing to them. I pay Japanese people. I've never done anything to a Japanese person. I pay out to shit. A lot of black people, we're paying out to immigrants right now. I've never done anything to an immigrant. So if you really believe in your just Lord or your just God and about being on the right side of history, then do the right thing. Do the right thing. Don't lecture me, lecture your family members. Lecture your neighbor, lecture your clergymen, lecture those who are within your circle. We already know. So it's not going to help a black person to talk about it. You guys need to get amongst yourselves and do the right thing. What would Jesus do? Ask yourself, if you believe he existed at that time, because we'll have that partition of this with you guys, but what would Jesus do? What would your Jesus do? If you ask me, I think Jesus would do the right thing. He'd be on the side of reparations because he was, if you read your Bible the right way, he damn sure believed in reparations. Because what did he do the day after he tore those people tables up? Remember that? Y'all remember that part, right? And y'all always love that. I love when I used to go to church and you Negroes love bringing up Jesus tore them tables up. But y'all always skipped over that next part in the verse where he came back the next day. Remember, Jesus was a carpenter, right? He came back the next day. He made them some better tables. And guess what? What happened? When he made them tables for him, he spread the gospel. Y'all was like, what? Yeah. Because y'all say Jesus is love, but then you don't do anything in the love of Christ or the love of God. See, I don't believe in Jesus. Y'all like, what? Nope. Because Jesus was the Son of God, and God sent him down to be sacrificed. Then he came back and went back up to his Father. Y'all say, wait. See, y'all always missed that part. He went back up to his Father. And they became one again. See, that's why I only speak of God. And God has always told me that through me, you will find success. And that's through good, orderly direction. You say, wait, what? Does that mean just being good? No, that don't mean being just good. But you're going to have to be good to get that orderly direction. You say, wait, what? What does orderly mean? Because God give you orders. Y'all like to not talk about it. Y'all say, what? God give you orders. You wake up, you talking about it's the word. That's the order. You gotten the assignment. Now you go out and you be diligent about it. And you make sure you stay directed to what God told you. That's what makes you a better person. God don't put you out here just to talk about you blessed. I know real blessed people. Real blessed people have shown me what they done, and then they show me what they can do for me. That's real blessedness. And the funny thing is, when that person being blessed to me, they letting me know this is what you can do for me, brother. Because it's all reciprocal. It always should be reciprocal. Once you realize that, you don't end up in a situation where you're like, man, I did this and they didn't do nothing. Well, you should make sure you understood the assignment. It should be reciprocal from the joint, family. That's why we call it being under pressure. So let's get ourselves under pressure, and then we're going to be out.
Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra. Walk with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom, boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on to the next. Whip this up, I send you back to your ex. But good luck with that, this is big as it gets. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. They don't let me shoot a whole clip. Firepower in this coalition. We just turned the field into a demolition. It was desolate, but I had premonition. I was training for war every exhibition, every extra mission, every enemy listening. Get off my dick, I got bad intentions. Make it right every wrong, and I'm back with a vengeance. I show you the ropes. Peace in my town, I can show you the coast. Up in the shots if they wanted to smoke. If you know, then you know. Suited up, my whole team do the same. Don't you forget who created the game. Ready for war, I was born with grenades. The trenches where soldiers are made. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever.
Yeah. Thank you, people, for tapping in. It's your boy Breeze Omega. Omega, that's Breeze. And you know how we do it over here. Yes, sir, beloveds. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, wonderful night, wherever you are in this era of the world. I hope you have a great one, man. I love y'all. No cap, man. No cap. Y'all don't even know, man, how much y'all did for me. You don't even know. We almost at that 500 mark, man. And I'm going to do a nice video. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. But I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all don't know what y'all done for me, man. Losing my wife was the biggest thing ever, man. And that was the homie, you know. And I appreciate y'all so much because y'all became my family when I was going through this shit. Y'all don't know. I ain't say nothing to none of those videos. I kind of just was dead. But I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all made me feel good. And if you one of those people out there, you was a decent family member, I appreciate you. I want you to know that. I'm going to have something soon for everybody because I want to reciprocate the love. I feel like we got to always look out and reciprocate to each other because you never know when that shit transfers over to another person and changes their life. And I'll say a lot of you people, you know, rock with your boy Breeze Omega this Breeze. Y'all changed my life, you know. Yeah, shit. Sometimes, you know, I'm a coarse motherfucker. Sometimes, but y'all made me want to be a little bit nicer. You know, I ain't saying I'm a sweet cake nigga, no shit like that. But I'ma say this: y'all make me feel like I care a little bit more about people than where I was, and I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all have a great one out there. Hope your mama have a great one. Hope your daddy have a great one. Your children, whatever else. And I respect you and I appreciate you. And I shit like June 15th, if you get to DC, I hope you guys can get out there. If you come in later on, please hit that like, that subscribe. I would appreciate that. Come on through, man. The family, we here. We living life as it is in reality. And I want y'all to always understand that the door is always open. And I appreciate all y'all. And I want us to always get together, understand when you're building family, you build different crops. So you're not going to always have the same crops. Okay? Some of us going to be black, some of us going to be white, some of us going to be yellow, some of us going to be red. But we got to make sure they all coming from tender soil. Make sure you loving that soil that you come from. Y'all have a good chance out there, man. This your boy Breeze Omega this. Oh, y'all didn't like that word. I said a good chance, because that's all it is, really. All our days is just another chance. So y'all have a great one out there. I appreciate you. This is Breeze Omega this Breeze, and I'm out.